Hello, today is yeah, Wednesday, March 31st, 2021 at 2:03 p.m. So me uh, had a tiny piece of lint in my mouth. But well, last night I don't remember falling asleep, being asleep, or waking up at all. And up until after 5 o'clock. I mean, no, then 1 o'clock. I told y'all about the incident that I had. Then, I think it was finally 5 o'clock in the morning. I got less than a half hour of sleep, and then y'all saw what happened. You know, the gang stalking perp that pretended to play Pokemon on 4 different phones, and they want to keep you feeling afraid, fearful, and uncomfortable and unsafe at all times. So, or if you do get to have a little bit of normalcy and they catch you off guard, then it's like a trauma shock to you. So, you can't say you love the Lord and then gang stalk people and then gaslight them. And then everybody agrees with and defends the gang stalkers. And it's like the targeted individual is ignored and silenced, and they don't want me to be heard. So, I'm not gonna say everything I did. The fact that the perps faithfully and loyally watch and hate all my videos. They know who they are. And so I won't even go into detail what I usually would, or what I would like to say more in detail about how my day went. But I'll say that I was able to get like less than an hour of a small nap. And I mean, this between, like right a little bit after noon. But this morning, I had, a decent breakfast for under $7. Well, it could have been $6. I mean, it could have been $5 plus tax, but there was something $1 extra that I wanted. And then for lunch, I just had 3 of those granola bars and almonds. A serving of almonds, and I'm still feeling hungry, but I'm gonna make myself hold out till dinner, and I don't know what I want to eat for dinner. But for the day, I didn't have to spend money on lunch today, since I had already had, the little bit of food that I bought yesterday to carry around with me. So I don't know yet what my dinner will be. But I do know one thing: I need to consume more fruits and vegetables, and it's been hard for me to get the convenience or the opportunity to, can't eat salads, because it's usually the same stuff all the time. And if you try to eat salad at a healthy restaurant, the salad is usually either spinach or kale plus fruit and nuts or blue cheese. I mean, what about different greens, or some carrots or radishes, or beets or something like that, and maybe a little bit of fruit. So, now, as I said, since I'm wrongfully banned from Bodacious and Everman, now it's harder for me to get the opportunity. It's been more of a struggle to try to find some place where I can eat fruits and vegetables, and the most of any fruits and vegetables will be like a garden salad that's like a small little side to a certain dish, and it's not even a lot, and that's probably the only affordable little salad, and that's even kind of hard to get around to. But I know I need to get to eat healthier. I had the desire to want to get to eat healthier. So I'm still sleep deprived. So it's a big battle that, with this chronic sleep deprivation, I can never get to feel normal. So because I got a lot of different things on my mind and trying to figure out what to talk about next. But this evening, it's supposed to rain this afternoon and this evening really bad, kind of like they say, life-threatening weather. And so it's supposed to be life-threatening weather. And then after the life-threatening weather, it's supposed to be very cold for 4 nights. It sucks that I can only get a hotel room that's more expensive than that other extended stay hotel. I can only get a hotel room for probably a week, and then go through the rest of the 3 weeks of it's harder, as I said, it's harder because of COVID and everything, it's harder. The way things were before normal, I was, as I said, I had a place where I could go take a shower. I had transportation, even though I was abused every day on the bus, even then. And, I had that winter shelter to go to last year, but now, it's spring now, and since can't really go to the beach like that, and, I had to deal with the Masonic pervs wanting to stalk and watch me while I'm showering, even with the dress on over my clothes. And then it's still barely warm enough, it's not warm enough to be 80 degrees yet. So because of this COVID and the transportation problem and all of this, I hate to be forced to, not be able to have a shower or a bath for 3 straight up weeks. And, my job opportunity, y'all know what the perps blew that. And, if I can have proper sleep, I can have better chance at driving job opportunities. Quite a few people suggested, oh, why don't you do truck driving? You don't have to worry about the perps or anything. Well, mostly, you're alone and by yourself. But I don't trust myself to be able to drive something so big. It's too big for me, the big 18-wheelers. But it's like I don't do well with people. So, that's why I question about the rideshare thing. But yesterday I thought I ate the right things to help me get to sleep better. But nope. And the temperature was good enough too. So I don't know what I did wrong, but then last night this guy called me up and he said he's a TI. I don't want to go into too much detail, but he said he's from LA but moved to Wyoming, and he seen like another fake nice version of DJ. The DJ guy who wants to human traffic me. He tried to say the same thing but kind of fake nicer. He was like, well, because he called me last April, and I guess I wasn't as up to date with knowledge on how the fake TI perps operate. So, he said that he had a military vet come by him recently, and he said that the military vet, disabled vet, turned out to be a perp or whatever. But if you're a lone single guy, you claim you got like a 3 or 4 bedroom house all to yourself, and say you're lonely and you need like another TI to come stay by you. And then you say, well, we got jobs here, and the gang stalking is not that bad here, and he said that they'd be needing people and that they got jobs there. And I said, but I don't feel comfortable going way over there because of the cold weather and the way to manipulate me and feel bad. Like, just like DJ said, you would rather sleep outside, but DJ went far and said, would you rather sleep outside out on the streets with the mosquitoes and stuff biting you up and flies and whatever? But no, I haven't seen a picture of you, and you're a guy, and you want me to go from southeast way to northwest or whatever to a city and state that I've never been in by you. And he's like, when you get here, whatever, like as if you're sure that I'm coming up there. So he said that he found my videos from he found my videos yesterday or the day before, and he said a friend had told him about it. But then he said that I was wondering what happened to him last year, that he just abruptly stopped talking to me. But then he said that the perps hacked his phone or whatever. But these people who say that they're targeted, but they seem like they're living good. If you're targeted, you can run your own businesses and have a car and a house, and even work online without severe harassment. So, but they want to make things sound tempting. He said, I got not just one, but I got 2 cars now. And, the gang stalking is not all that bad here. And not as of course, it would be heavier in Los Angeles, but, because that's a bigger city and more people. But don't act like life's good and like you just living a whole better life with your own place. And I don't even know if this guy wants sex or what he wants, or if he wants to human traffic me or trick or bait me, what he wants to do. But I don't trust any offers come live with me, whether you're targeted or claim to be targeted or whether you're not targeted. I don't can't trust nobody. I just need help to get my own place to live. So the fixed low income housing, like the Section 8 and stuff, it seems like there's nothing here. But I would hate to have gone to Wyoming or Chicago or wherever by any of these guys, and then it does not work out or something dangerous happen to me. They rolling out the vaccine passports. I'm glad that Ron DeSantis is rejecting it, but then now Florida is being more attacked. Just like at the beginning of the COVID-19, Ron DeSantis acted like, he was more lenient about everything, with the And then everybody got on his case because they wanted him to be stricter about the COVID-19. But you know what? That's why I like Ron DeSantis, because he seemed like he never been with the bullshit, So, kind of makes me think of a Ray Nagin moment when they try to set him up. Ray Nagin, that used to be the mayor of New Orleans during the time of Hurricane Katrina, and they said he was a targeted individual. Former Mayor Ray Nagin, I think I remember hearing he's a targeted individual. When he spoke out he spoke out about the corruption of Hurricane Katrina and stuff like that. It's either they want to kill you instantly or, make you out to look crazy. But I remember they had this former police chief, I think it was, of New Orleans, named Eddie Campus. And the mainstream news told us he committed suicide and couldn't handle the pressures of, what he went through and what he saw in Hurricane Katrina. But they probably killed him too. Former Mayor Nagin, he's still alive, but Eddie Campus, the elite or Illuminati probably killed him. Or the Masons probably killed him, So, so I don't know what should be done. I heard about, Tampa Bay having some, like, over 4 million, I don't want to get it mixed up, but over 400 million gallons of toxic waste in the water. And some people like time to move. So I don't know where else to go go move at. But it's like some people are saying that before the New World Order comes, that everybody should get out of the state of Florida anyway. But I don't know where to go because I cannot. I'm scared to even face tonight that, with I have over $100 on me, but that $100 plus the extra little dollars I have is not enough for a hotel room because I have to pay $100 deposit. So I'm scared and bracing myself to be forced to deal with tonight and tomorrow night. Well, tonight is supposed to rain, but this evening and tonight is supposed to rain and have like life-threatening weather or bad weather. And then between later tonight and then tomorrow is supposed to be very cold. And I just had the same dress that I've been wearing, and I have a t-shirt and shorts. So any other time I could have gotten on the bus and then, go get the proper clothes. But wow, I gotta go and get, have the money to go spend like at least $30 to go to my storage unit, and then another $30 to get back downtown. That's $60. So can't afford to do that. That was one of the only few storage units I was able to get into. It was kind of far out of the way. But if I were to find another storage unit, it's like U-Haul, they want family to have authority and access over my storage unit. And I say I don't trust any of my family members. They have a license and the right to trust me, but they don't have a good reason to trust me because I never gave, like the foster and biological family, I never done anything to give them a reason to not trust me. But they do that out of narcissistic evilness. So I just that's why I need my own vehicle, but at the same time it's like hard because the perps keep sleep depriving me, and there's no telling how long that lady had been sitting there. She probably was hitting me with dues, keeping me awake, keeping me sleep deprived. And that lady, she acted kind of like she was drunk or something, like going to try to talk like she was drunk or something. The lady that's from this morning, trying to make you scared and uncomfortable. They're shocking me right here with the dual weapons. And another thing I almost forgot to talk about is this morning, today was like the 4th day that they have me suffering the vertigo again. So I'm suffering the vertigo and dizziness at any time I try to lay down, like the vertigo and nausea, and it made me feel like I'm about to die. Made me feel like I'm gonna die whenever I experience that. So that's what I'm glad I want to say before I get off this video. Thank y'all. Thanks to whoever understands my situation, won't gaslight me, and who believes I'm telling the truth, who knows I'm telling the truth about my gang stalking experiences, and understand my struggles and what I'm going through, and the ones who help give me some encouragement. It means so much to me. It's not many people, but it's I'm thankful and grateful for y'all, the ones who believe me, believe I'm telling the truth, and know I'm telling the truth, and take me seriously. And so other targets say that they drive sleep deprived. I heard that the cops themselves drive sleep deprived. A lot of nurses and stuff, certain people with certain lots of hours of jobs, like construction workers, nurses, and stuff like that, drive sleep deprived. But then I hear, it's against the law if you drive sleep deprived. And so I'm scared to take that chance. And then it makes me more nervous. If I'm riding and not driving in a car, and I ride on the interstate or the bridge, especially with the bridge over water, I end up feeling very, it makes me have a severe panic attack when I'm sleep deprived, not normally. So, I'm glad they have a couple of people, not many, who want to give me some opportunity in life and say, don't let the perps stop you. Keep fighting to try to make your living. Because it's not these narcissistic perps. It's not their authority to dictate that I shouldn't be driving. I shouldn't have a car. I shouldn't have a place to live. I shouldn't eat. I shouldn't drink. I shouldn't have anything that makes me happy. But they're the main ones to say I'm jealous of everybody and miserable while they're stealing everything and robbing everything from me. They don't want me to, they never wanted me to get married and have kids. That's the doggone eugenics, black on black eugenics, that y'all making like I'm too crazy to raise a child. Or the narcissistic perps would be like, well, Candy is the type of person that couldn't be trusted with a gun because she'll get mad and shoot up everybody. Or she don't have the mentality to drive because she'll get nervous and then crash into everybody. Or she don't have the mentality to take care of a child because she would take a child and get mad and strangle it and then throw it across the room. Or she would molest a child. But I've never done any of those things. I never even touched a gun in my life. A real gun, I never touched a gun in my life. That's like the gun and a knife is like the car and bike. Y'all don't say I don't have mentality to ride a bike. Nobody was trying to stop me from riding a bike, but you try to stop me from driving a car. I've had possession of knives in my house or apartments for many years and have not threatened anybody. But I was a 10-year-old kid and on those psychiatric medications like Prozac. And I used to be homicidal and suicidal, but I was 10 years old. I wouldn't do that nowadays. And I'm not on those medications anymore. But the medications side effects. That's why I say that the psychiatric medications, I'm glad I'm not on them, because the psychiatric medications make you more violent and do things that you don't remember that you just did. Black out and then assault somebody and don't even remember until after. That's MK Ultra mind control. And like some people would call that demon possession, you know. But I don't need those toxic pills that's going to make you crazy. You know, I have Jesus on my side. I've been trying to practice to read the Bible more, trying to get closer to God. I'm still working on trying to better myself at praying more often. You know, I'm getting better at reading the Bible. I need to listen to more Christian songs. And if anybody have any holy Christian songs, and not mainstream gospel, but any holy Christian songs, you know, y'all can recommend them to me if you're watching this video. Any holy Christian songs. Don't recommend me any mainstream artists like Kirk Franklin and Yolanda Adams and what's that? Tamala Mann and Taryn Wells, or whatever their names are. Don't recommend me any mainstream people, you know. But, you know, whatever holy Christian music that will help edify or help me to grow better as a Christian, you know, I appreciate any suggestions, you know, or any YouTube videos or wherever I can go look to get me some holy old-fashioned Christian hymns or something like that that will please the Lord and not my flesh, you know, because, and so I made a mistake only one time this year, but other than that, it's been since November, the end of November last year, since I willfully listened to secular music on my MP3 player. And then the first official day of my job, I listened to, on March 14th, I listened to the Christian songs for the first time. And this year, and wow, what do you know? A couple of hours later, I get fired from my job and then have all that happen to me. Sometimes it seems like the worst bad things happen to you when you try to get closer to God. But then, you know, some people say it's to test you into to test your faith and to try to help you be stronger. But it's not to punish you or anything like that, you know. Well, God isn't trying to punish you when another person is trying to do wickedness. So, but some people say God has something better in store for me. That's what we need. The Lord Jesus Christ. You know, we need to lean on Him for our Sabbath and our rest, rather than being forced to have all your faith in worship and a toxic pill and a therapist that doesn't give a damn about you, and a therapist who wants to dictate and control your life, and then they sitting there laughing at you behind your back and they don't even care about you, and they make false reports in your mental health records so that they can give themselves more money, and they think that's funny. I know I need to, work on stop cursing so much and a few other sins. There's another private sin that is embarrassing, but it's been, since January, the beginning of January, since the last time I made that mistake. And so, we're still going to have temptations and we'll sometimes be weak. But I know I got to keep fighting and try to better myself. You know, some people say that you are chosen, or you're chosen by God, and you have a lot of light in you, and so they say you have light in you, and that you're a beautiful soul and stuff like that. You're a child of God, and so it's like I'm surprised that I'm still here and been standing strong. So I know I talked nearly a half hour, and so that video is warning me. But thanks for listening to me talk, and bye-bye.